and spirit sippers. One here again, and today we got another one. Today we're going to be talking about Foursquare's new one, Convocation.
Alrighty then.
Oh, this bad boy is 14 years old. It is 62% ABV, 124 proof, and I am here for it. It is an ex-bourbon and ex-Madeira, which redoutable, however you want to say it, redoubtable here in America. That's the same thing as that. The only thing is that one's like 61 ABV and 122 proof. This is 124 proof, so just a little extra. I can't wait to get this bad boy in a glass and see what's what. What did they do? Let's see if that does it. Oh yeah. Let's get it in the glass. Beautiful sound, you already know. But it is 14 years, so you know how we do it. We're going to let it chill in the glass for 14 minutes before we do the real review. But we're going to do just a quick little sip just to see what it is like right out of the bottle. Just smells like rum-a-dum-dum. A little bit of oak, a little bit of cane. There's no sugar added. There's no additives to this. It's non-chill filtered. And at 124 proof, it tastes delicious right out of the bottle. We'll see you in 14. Don't go anywhere.
Well, we're waiting.
All right, that 14 long minutes is up, and we're ready to get into it. It's weird. The other one, the Redoutable, it smelled a whole lot like just brown sugar and brown cookies and like brownies and sugar cookies. This one's got that brown sugar, but not quite that sweetness to it. I don't know if it's just that extra percentage of alcohol or what, but it definitely has that sweetness. But this one almost has like a light tobacco note to it, which is kind of weird. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, just like a darker figs and almost that tobacco note. And that oak and tobacco. Oak, tobacco, and figs. That's kind of crazy. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. It's a little sweeter over the tongue, almost like a little bit of a root beer note. That brown sugar and oak almost turns into like a root beer note over the tongue. Real smooth and easy, then tingles on the back end. Not much of a Kentucky hug on the back end though. I mean, we're talking 124 proof here and it floats down that smooth. That's pretty nice. No tobacco notes or anything on the taste, just on the nose, which is interesting. But man, kind of a little bit of a cinnamon kick. A little cinnamon twist on there. That's nice. Let's see what happens when you put a little water in it. See if we can crack open any new flavors. So far, so good with this thing. I'm a big fan. All that ethanol. Like the tongue is it's like you don't have the Kentucky hug here, but the tongue is tingling. That 124 proof has got the tongue tingling. Kind of like that rum treacle note. I mean, there is just a little bit of ethanol in there. There is some heat coming. Water kind of took away that tobacco note too, which I kind of miss. I like that tobacco note. Cinnamon and oak. Let's see how it tastes. Slange. Boy, that is just silky smooth right over the top. I don't know how we went from tobacco to chocolate brownies, but somehow we got there. I mean, that is just sweet and savory and delicious. Oaky and sweet. Brown sugar, oak. Almost like a chocolate brownie note on the back end with water. I really like that with water. I think this one's a little better with some water in it. Let's see how it holds over some ice. Well, the Redoutable was really like brown sugar and like brownies and cookies, and this one didn't really get to that factor, still being like ex-bourbon and ex-Madeira and 14 years old and all the same things except for 2 extra. it doesn't really taste the same as that one. It really doesn't. This one is not quite the sweet baked goods as that one was. Like when you put the water on it, it finally got there and got like a tiny bit of a chocolate note, but more of an oaky, kind of an oaky sweet savory sensation instead of like baked goods. It's more like it was more like a chocolate candy note instead of a baked goods note. That's like a root beer popsicle over ice. Root beer sarsaparilla. It's got that vanilla oak note, so it's like a root beer sarsaparilla. Let's see how it tastes.
Prost.
Sweet oaky root beer deliciousness. That is nice. That is nice with water. It's nice all three ways, but with water and ice, that is fantastic. A little bit of that salty oaky note like you usually get with the ice, but there is a sweetness and a root beer and a sarsaparilla that flavor is really kicking through. Boy, this one's shining. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I do believe this one is better with water, and I think it's even better with ice than it is straight. 124 proof, it can handle it and still like bring the flavors. I'm a big fan of this one. I was interested to see how it held up against the Redo Top, one of my favorites. That one is, like I said, a little more sweet baked goods. This one's a little more chocolatey, salty oaky root beer, more of like a cola flavor. I would say this one leans more in a cola root beer flavor, and that one's more in a baked goods flavor. Both really good, but very different for being the same thing. I mean, it is wild how two of the same things can taste so differently. But yeah, nothing wrong with this one. Oh, I forgot what this one. Let me see if I have the receipt, see what this one was. But scale out of 1 to 10. I mean, this one's not quite as pricey as some of the other ones, but obviously it's still up there. But yeah, I'd give this one a good solid 8.6 out of 10, 8.7. I mean, it's really good. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's fantastic. If you got it, I would definitely pony up and grab this one. It is one of the better ones. Let me see if I can find the receipt. So this one's coming in at $189.99. So you already know with those wonderful Washington taxes, it's going to be up over $200, but definitely going to be a lot cheaper where you're at. So probably going to be closer to like $160 where you're at. And yeah, absolutely a buy at that price all day long. 1 approved, and yep, I would definitely grab it if I was you and you're into the rum and the Foursquares. Yep, this is a good one. I hope everybody out there has an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Cheers.